What's up, everybody? I'm Drifty from Driftwood Gaming, and we're going to do another first impressions video. This one is called Final Fantasy Braver by Mithrandir, and if you can't tell already, it's a Final Fantasy fan game, which most of the ones that I've played I've actually enjoyed. So let's take a look at the options menu here. We're going to turn on Always Dash, and I like the battle camera, animated tiles, yes please. Let's keep the FPS monitor sync off unless we see frame issues and jump right into the project here. Alright, intro scene. Welcome to the world of Vana'diel. Final Fantasy XI reference. I was informed that this game draws a lot of influence from Final Fantasy XI, which is one of my favorite MMOs of all time. Don't play it anymore, but I have played it earlier this year, and I jump back into the game every now and then with 3 accounts on the Odin server. So this might be a sort of game that I am interested in here. So our story takes place 20 years after the events of the Crystal War. This was a time of turmoil in Vana'diel, however it was also a time of unity for the 4 nations. This is a fan game based on the Final Fantasy universe, obviously. This is a non-commercial game, and I hope you enjoy playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you very much, Mithrandir. The full demo is still in progress, and on that note, I was informed this is a beta version. This is not going to be indicative of the final version that's released for this fan game, but keep in mind you'll see some similarities, but not everything will be the same in the final release. But please enjoy this demo, and feedback is encouraged. That's the idea of this video, Mithrandir. We're gonna get lots of people to troll you, and lots of people will give you very positive feedback. This introduction sequence is in the process of being remodeled and will be released when the demo is complete. Okay. I like the Juno music. Final Fantasy XI, somehow the best music. You 4 have shown great resolve as adventurers thus far, but now I have another task for you from the Archduke himself. Where is Eodin? Eodin shows up. Sorry I'm late, sir. Punctuation and all that stuff is really important. Capitalize the I and I'm. There have been rumors of beastmen in the Zerun Mines. I'm tasking you all to investigate. Oh, this is so nostalgic for some reason. Finally, some real action. We had better be careful. I will have the Embassy of Bastok open for you in Relude Gardens. You'll be able to teleport to Bastok using our crystal. I've never done crystal teleportation before. It's nothing to fret about, Kayame. Indeed, I suggest you visit the residential area in Relude Gardens and make any preparations before you depart. On it, sir. Report back to me here when you have completed your mission. The Grand Duchy of Juno. Yes, that is many resources from Final Fantasy XI have been imported into this game. I can already tell. Ducal Guards Barracks. What's this guy say? Who, me? No, I'm from Selbina. It's a small fishing village on the outskirts of Valkyrim Dunes. I'm just here collecting produce for my father's sheep. Yes. Selbina has some good music too. Boy, I wish I could find someone with a fishing line. I'm looking for some competition. Question, are we going to have a fishing limit like we do in actual Final Fantasy XI? Because of all the botters, they had to put a limit on it. We got 300 gil. And gil is money. What does the sign say? Durable shields, actual shops that are in the game. Durable shields has what you need. Does it though? We've got 800 gil. Even the stats are the same as Final Fantasy XI. I mean, not that you don't see this on the harness. I mean the names of the stats. Vitality, agility, luck. We got HP plus 15. It's considered light armor, evasion. Some Thief's Hood. Any special properties going on? Guard plus 10%, that's sort of a special property. Critical evasion, magic evasion, that's considered magic armor. Alright, well let's take a look at our menu first and take... Okay, so we're full party here. Is this the gamiest questing system? I don't think this is gamiest, or if it is, it might be, but maybe in another version it was moved over to the right side. The layout seems a little bit different. Potions and ethers. Okay, weapon, broadsword, mage staff, bognax. Never quite knew how to pronounce some of the weapons and armors. Equip skills, so we're allowed to equip our skills as we get them. Provoke, Mighty Strikes. That's our 2-hour ability, or which was recently changed, well, not recently, a couple years ago, changed to a 1-hour ability. Change rows. So we're allowed to change rows. We have our 1-hour ability and our Provoke. Axe Tech, passive skills, learn skills. So we're using Yanfly's skill learning system here, which is an awesome system, and I recommend, even if you don't use it for all of your skills in the game, it's something, a plugin you actually want to check out. Do we actually get skill chains? Did you set up the skill chains so that they work the same? Fast Blade, Raging Axe. If you did, super awesome points for you to do for doing that. If not, oh well, maybe you'll figure it out in the final release version. Shell Crusher, you can learn these, and they cost 100 TP. I wonder if you're using the TP enhanced TP plugin. We could actually look if we have TP mode. We have the enhanced TP thing, so I wonder if you're gonna allow us to have 300 TP, which was changed to 3000 in an actual version of Final Fantasy XI. We got a warrior, a white mage thief, and another warrior. 2 tanks, bro? I mean, really? Do you really need 2 tanks? I don't think so. Could have went with maybe a black mage for some magic damage. That's what I would have done. Elements are coded with /I. Very, very nice job. Thank you for doing that. People overlook it. We're using Yanfly's status core menu for this thing. We got a mining skill, harvesting skill, and a fishing skill. You even put in the extra time to add profiles. Very nice. Tactics. Is this yeah, that's our row. We got front and back row. Let's do a savey davy and continue on here. So are we can we see upgrade potential if we go across Kanye West here? Alright, let's continue on. What do you say? This is Upper Juno, the middle tier of this wonderful city. Above is Reloot Gardens, and below is Lower Juno. I know the naming wasn't very clever, but it's easy to remember and it serves its purpose. Was that a pun? Welcome. What are you selling? The same stuff, pretty much. Okay. I don't see the point in having also, one other thing I would like to see changed is just copy paste that move, the transfer event, so that when you go down right here, it'll still put you out. Little things. How is that guy? Oh, okay. So there's a ladder. Let's take the ladder. I heard that Kamlanat took over Juno around the time of the Crystal War. He unified the nations and took down the Shadow Lord. It was a pretty big deal from what I hear, but I wasn't even alive yet. That would be rank 5 mission, I believe. There are plenty of shops here in Juno. Try not to spend all your gil in one place. Well, what if they all sell the same things? I don't know. I don't mind living in Upper Juno. The smell of chocobos reminds me of when I was just a girl. Ever since Kamlanat introduced the world of crystals, to crystal synthesis, Vanadil has dramatically changed. Yeah, it's like the industrial revolution where people can craft and make their own stuff. You must have a reservation to eat here. Okay, chomp, chomp, chomp. What do you want? She's eating. He's eating something. Jealous of the guy. I never get anything high quality. HQ'd means high quality. It means when you do a synthesis, you have a chance, depending on your skill and some other variables, to get a high quality version of that. And matter of fact, if you want to try to make any money in Final Fantasy XI from crafting, you're going to have to rely on getting those HQs on your synthesis. I've been playing for a few years, but I'm nowhere near as good as some of the bards here in Vanadil. Snicker, snicker. This guy has got this little thing right here. Looks like it's Yanfly's event mini label. It's a plugin if you're interested in doing that. Want something, adventurer? Got a little event. Aw, Quinn, leave him out of this. Let him get Gato. The more people that laugh, the better, or something like that. Well, what do you say? I'm dying to know. Tell me. The quest, Impractical Jokers, has started. Is this similar to the Leve quest in 14? Just curious. Okay, listen up, adventurer. We're planning a prank on a friend. Excuse me. Volcano. He's the big Galka who's so gullible. Anyway, we want to give him something to eat that will make him disgusted and spit it out. Oh, that's cruel, man. Why would you do that? So help us out and don't tell him. So the quest color changed, so it was gold, and that would probably notate. Oh, we found a problem. Houston, we have a problem. So right here, easy fix for this, get Yanfly's event mini label plugin, and then assign in the parameters a region that says restrict all or restrict player. If you have any moving events, then you'll want to do restrict all. And then what you can do is just go to the region, which you have 4 tabs or whatever, A, B, C, D, and they'll have an R for region. And you select the number, the region number that you put in the parameters, and paint over these tiles and make them the color, the number that you put for restrict all. And even if in the tile set it allows the player to go, you know, because you have 0 to let the player pass over and X to block them, you can still have it as a 0 as it would pass over, but in this specific case where you painted it with the region, it'll block off the player so you don't have this running on the ceiling thing. Quick fix for you to do. And is this supposed to be a, that's the fireplace over here. So I don't know what this is, but yeah, some simple region, one little plugin. It'll take you literally like 30 seconds to fix that. Just turn on a plugin and put in a number in the parameters, paint that region, and you fix this whole scene. Also, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Maybe it's going to go to a back room or something. You could put a little event that's set to player touch or event touch, and then when you walk on it and it says, you could just have it like do the trigger player touch or event touch, and when the player hits it, the contents will say like move event, and then have the player walk down and say we're not allowed in the back room, and then it seems like totally legit. But how it is, it looks kind of funny. I don't know if I said this before, but if you've seen any of my other first impressions videos, I'll put my opinions and suggestions on what you can do to fix potential bugs in your project, and like basically it's basically all my opinion, right? So if I say something about the way you have your game and that's the way you want it, then just, you know, disregard that statement, but you might like that suggestion. Got some items here. We don't have, we do have some items. Potions and ethers. Poison. Oh, antidotes cure paralyzed. That's different. Okay, we'll go ahead and get one of those. And sleep in silence, we'll get one of those. Blinding confusion, we'll get one of those. We'll get one of these and one of these. Never know what kind of weird status effects you're going to come across. It's always good to carry around some items, especially in the actual Final Fantasy XI. I always carry around a stack of antidotes and a stack of echo drops, especially on my healer, because that'll let you get out of a sticky situation that you would otherwise die in if you didn't have the items. Boy, I'm sure getting hungry. Let me go up here. What does this guy say? Have you ever encountered a worm? I hear they are weak to wind and even the light element. It must be because they spend most of their time in the dirt. I was gonna say dark, but it's probably true, right? Dark. Alright, let's go ahead and go up and see what this guy says. Relude Gardens is up north and staircase. The lower staircase leads to Juno. Alright. We went up and we come from the left. I don't know, it seems a little funky, but it's your map. And these up these stairs will take you to Relude Gardens. The lower staircase will take you to Lower Juno. The entrance to the right will take you to the residential area. Oh, I see what you did here. This is like the Mog House area. I would probably have the player come up from this way, and then left would go to upper, and then right would go to lower, or, you know, port, and then Mog House would be up here. You just kind of like rotated the map. If that's how you want it, then disregard my opinion on that. I heard tales of a queen jelly living in the Palborough mines, and its remaining sludge could possibly be used on a sandwich. Not that I think it would taste very good. I don't know. Maybe it's like a delicious butter, or like mayonnaise. Living in Juno has its perks because Bastok, Sandoria, and Winders give us a buffer for safety. The downfall is we're next in line if one of those places fall. And up here would be the castle. I hear the auction house will be up and running again soon. I can't wait. Awesome. We hope you'll enjoy the gardens and the Archduke has constructed for the blah 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 blah. This is the palace. Nice. Conduct yourself properly in the Archduke's chambers. This building is the chambers of the Archduke. Where's the Magian Moogles, bro? We need the Magian Moogles. We could do level up our weapons. That'd be an awesome addition. Have like a little Magian Moogle spinning around right here, and you talk to him and like take on a quest to upgrade your weapons. Just an idea. And the Archduke's castle is locked. What's the sign say? Auction house. No auctions available at this time, but hopefully we get an auction house system up and running. That would be cool. If you do manage to find some way to make an auction house, I'd be very interested to talk with you over Skype on how you would go about doing that. The scariest part about living in Vana'diel is that no matter how strong you are, how large your band of heroes is, there's always a rarab running around that can kill you. True, bro. True stories. Can you believe how beautiful the gardens are? I wonder who manages all of this. It's truly amazing. Well, I don't really see too much. Well, there's a flower. And there's something up there. Is that probably the ports? Or the embassy. That's what I mean. Not the port, but the embassy. How do we get down there into the embassy is the question. Oh, here we go. Simply overlooked. Alright, what's the sign say? Embassy of Sandoria. It's locked. That makes sense. At least there's a door there and a sign saying it's locked. I'm okay with that. Embassy of Bastok. And it's locked. I really like the idea of putting this parallax background because it's sort of like it is in the game. You know, you're way up in the sky. That's a Mog? Sure it is. Hey, Kupo. It's a robot Mog. His name is Mecha Mog. My name is Mog, and I'll be taking care of your Mog house while you're away. In your Mog house, you'll be able to change jobs, make full recovery, and ask me any questions you like. I have lots of information to share, so please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, one thing before you go. Make sure you check your quest log after accepting a quest for more information. Kupo. And we are frozen. Or no. Okay. Oh, so this is our Mog house. You actually got the Mog house music and the little fire crackling sound. Awesome, dude. I'm loving this. This is really cool. And nothing going on here. Can we like store items or something? I mean, probably have a unlimited inventory. That's one thing I hated about actual Final Fantasy XI is the limitations on how many items you can hold. Hey Kupo, welcome to your Mog house. What would you like to do? Job change, recover, questions. What do you have to tell me? Job change, equipment and modifications, tactics, status menu. Pretty self-explanatory stuff, but it's good that you include a tutorial. I always recommend including a tutorial. Don't force a tutorial down the player's throat, but also make it obvious where the tutorial section is. Some people even put it on the main menu. Let's do a job change. Remember to use Q and W to cycle through your party members while in the job change. Okay, makes sense. Alright, so the thing is, we don't need two tanks, right? We don't need two warriors. Warrior's a very strong class, but early on, warrior is the main tank. Unless you have a paladin or a ninja or a rune fencer. But what I would like to do is switch out one of these warriors. Let's keep Aodin as the warrior, and we'll turn Lazuli into... We only have 3 jobs, a warrior, thief, and a monk. Let's go ahead and switch to... Let's do monk because... Oh wait, that's learn skills. Job. Monk. Do we already have a monk? I think we had warrior, white mage, thief, monk. Yes. That's what we want. That's what we want. We'll be able to experience all 4 of the classes there. We don't... No red mage though. Really, even though red mage is like no longer relevant in Final Fantasy XI since Geomancer took over the role of like debuffs on everything. Still, red mage has some potential because their enfeeble magic gives them higher chance of landing debuffs, but then again the Geomancer has like almost unresistible. It's debatable. I wish that Square Enix would give more information to the player about each status effect and everything, like not what it does but like its probability of landing based on stats. This staircase will lead you to Upper Juno and Rulude Gardens. Okay. Auto run event. I hear a car horn. I don't understand the relevance of that. This area is under construction. The crater has not finished it yet. Be gone. I'm okay with that. That's fine. And this is blocked off. Looks really weird. This map is maybe like just do a wall or something, or like extend this out, you know, and then an auto run event, or not auto run, but a player touch or event touch event that when you walk over it, you know, does a move event that moves the player back and it says under construction or something. Like the way you did that other one down there, that was perfectly fine, but this I understand it's a matter of perspective, but it looks kind of funny, like you're up on the top of a tower, you're about to jump off the ledge or something. Okay, alright, we need to, let's check our quest log. Let's figure out what is our objective here. Quest log right at the top. Notorious monster, impractical jokers. Okay, these pranksters want to play a joke on their friends. Right, I remember that. So we've got to kill that notorious monster to get the jelly. So we'll put that in the food. We'll get a quest token and 2,000 gil. So where do we find that? Where do we find that? Okay, I think it is Gamius quest menu. It's just you found a, maybe there's a patch that I haven't seen. I haven't really checked it out in a while. Let's figure out where to go to get out of the town and actually find that notorious monster and slay the slime. It's probably this way. Upper Juno, M&P's Market, Marble Bridge Eatery, and this is so just like your sign at the beginning. Batilia Downs is unavailable. No. So, okay, I know how you would leave town since I played Final Fantasy for decades. Or 14 years or something like that, but over a decade. So this part's unavailable. So if we go up here, this would be Relude, and there's no like exit to a map from Relude. You basically have to either go to upper, lower, or port Juno and then exit from there. So okay, we can't exit lower Juno, right? So or we can't go into what is it, Saruman Champagne? I don't know how to say it. If you know how to say that map, then you'll let me know, probably. I think it's French, so a lot of the map namings and people and NPC names are based off of a French dialect. But Lower Juno would go, or Port Juno would go to Saramaj, and then this is to Battaglia, so this would be upper, right? That's upper. Lower would be let's see, where would, oh no, lower would go to Saramaj, and then upper would go to Battaglia, and Port Juno would go to Quifim, right? But there was no exit to a map from Relude Gardens except for the crystal teleporters. So where are we supposed to go at this point if our known exits are blocked off? The Archduke's Castle is locked. Very curious to see. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. We did change jobs, so I don't know if it auto equipped it. There we go. That's what I thought. All right, so we went to the embassies. Some of them were locked. Right, and then that one was open. The thing is, we need to find, this is, okay, that's our Mog House. This is our Mog House, right. So, how do we get to the next map? I mean, this surely isn't the whole demo, right? You've got some sort of resemblance of a battle system. Here we go. All right. So we just probably had to trigger some switch inside the Mog House to progress. So, Bastokian Concierge, welcome to the Embassy of Bastok. What business do you four have here? We're on our way to Bastok under the orders of Captain Wolfgang. Right, we had to go to Palborough Mines, which is outside of northern... it's north of Bastok. Ah, yes, I have received word that you will be coming. Please proceed to the man behind the desk and the next room for entry into Bastok. Thank you very much. Ah, there's a crystal there, so we'll probably be teleporting via warp crystal. You four must be the ones traveling to Bastok. Lazuli replies, you got it. Very well, let me activate our crystal for you. That's usually not how it works. You have to go there and then activate the crystal by being in the location, and then you can teleport from any point you've activated to that location. But hey, this is your game. This is a fan game. You make it how you want. I'm totally okay with this. I'm a little nervous about teleportation. You have nothing to worry about. It'll hurt for a moment. I don't know. He's just pulling your chain. You don't feel a thing. Okay, crystal teleporter. Travel to the Republic of Bastok. I don't think we have anything else that we could possibly do, so let's take our final option. I think we've exhausted all possible routes and things we can do in Juno. So let's head to the Republic of Bastok. And we've got Bastok music. Auto run event. The concierge from Bastok says, welcome to Bastok. home to industry and technology, you have arrived in the metalworks. Bastok has much to offer in terms of crafting and many shops. I urge you to read the signs posted throughout the city. It's really cool that we go to Bastok first because all 3 of my accounts, my main characters, are from Bastok. They will provide you with direction as well as insight to what each part of our city has to offer. Hope you enjoy your visit in the Republic of Bastok. I have a question. Did you actually set up the system so that we have like up to rank 10 like you do in Final Fantasy 11? That would be cool. So you finish certain story-based mainline missions and then you can rank up to rank 10. Bastok is a pretty friendly place despite what you may have heard. That's a lie. I think it was very informative. Indeed, it would be in our best interest to view these signs and take full advantage of the fruits of Bastok. Well, Bastok's sort of like desert on the side. Well, not desert, but it's closer to the desert than the other. Stopping in from Juno, I'll have to pay my sister a visit sometime. It's more of like mountainous cave type thing. My cousin says that President Karst isn't very friendly, but he always has the best in mind for his nation. Welcome to the Republic of Bastok. Keep a lookout for those signs. Okay, we'll do that. And are there any interactable things in the environment? Nothing that I've noticed, but I did see a couple chests that we got, so I guess there's something. A consulate of Juno. What's up, dude? I've been a smithy for years, and I can't imagine a finer place to practice my craft. Bastok has the best equipment in all of Vana'diel. The president doesn't care for visitors. I don't think you should be saying that about the president. You should probably say he's not accepting visitors at this time. President Karst is not the most cordial man. Are you working for this guy and you're saying he's not cordial? Cordial, however you say it. This crystal is not activated. Well, usually you would activate it by just selecting it in Final Fantasy 11. This is the metalworks is where the president creates policies and all the metal crafting and smithing takes place in Bastok. It's quite a sight to see 2 opposite practices merge together so seamlessly. The Legionnaires are legendary for the battles they fought in the Crystal War and even farther back. I hope one day I can join them. Oh, we've got a quest. Here we go. Arg, my experiments keep failing and materials are not cheap, adventurer. I need some earth crystals to continue on with my research. You must help. I'll see what I can do. In the name of science has started. So he needs 6 earth crystals. Normally he would go to the guard and get Signet, and then whenever you gain experience under the effects of Signet in an area that's not like an expansion area, presidential AIDS office, it's locked, you would get have a chance to receive crystals just from killing enemies. So let's loot these treasure chests. 5 copper and 300 gil. And this building is the presidential office, but it's locked because he's not accepting visitors at this time. Craftsman Eatery. Craftsman's Eatery. I can words, bro. I can words. I'm glad I'm not working in Zerun Mines these days. I hear there have been beastmen sighted in there. Yeah, and they upped the level of those beastmen like significantly. A hot meal is exactly what you need after a long day at the forge. I just gotta say, just the idea of a fan game based on Final Fantasy 11 is really cool. And I was thinking about doing something like that as well a long time ago. I sure wish someone would come by that. I sure wish someone would come by that had a mining pick. Okay. Do you know this man at the bar? He's already had quite a few drinks. Well, if we bring him a pick, that might change something. Same thing about the doors there. Just extend it so that if you walk down, you don't have to go down right to exit and enter. You take the ores and smelt them down, then pour the molten liquid onto the molds. They get super cooled with water and solidify, making them into ingots. We then ship those off to the crafters who make swords, armors, and the like, or you could just craft them yourself. Blacksmith's Guild. Cool. Do we have a crafting system in play yet? Be cool to see if you're using Yanflies. Welcome to the Blacksmith's Guild. Talk. By smithing, you can create powerful modifications for heavy armor and bladed weapons. I suggest mining to gather ore without breaking the bank. Try to find various recipe books around Vana'diel to learn to craft the most powerful modifications possible. So probably the equip customize thing that Yanfly put out. Maybe the augment one. Let's just take a look at his. Ah, earth crystals. We could just buy 6 of them here and then finish that quest. Strength Sphere. Oh yeah, this is definitely Yanfly's equip slot augment or equip. There's so many plugins, I mess the names up, but look up for augment in the Yanfly's at yanfly.mo and you'll see the plugin that probably is what he's using here. Prism Sphere. Yeah, probably Yanfly's crafting system because you have to make a book that has the recipes. We do have 1125. Let's get volume 1 for now. We'll come back later for volume 2 and probably get that one guy wanted a mining pick, right? So let's get a mining pick and let's go ahead and get 6. No, not 30. Let's get 6 of these earth crystals. I'm sure we could probably find them later on. Wait. I think I want to go back and check one thing before we go finish those quests. Let's see what other options are here. Craft. Can we craft yet? Okay. So I really don't like the idea of question marking over all of the things as default. Just because, you know, what it's like, let's just throw items together and see what happens. I understand that could be a cool thing, but I really don't like the idea of the question mark. Once again, my opinion. Just like grade out and then, you know, let the player make what the player wants to make instead of wasting resources to basically unlock those things. The way I do it is I color code all of the stuff you can craft. So once you've it'll all appear gray. It'll show the name like copper ingot or something, but it'll still be grayed out. And then when you craft it, it'll turn into the orange color. You know, so that you can still tell what you've crafted and what you haven't based on the color. And that also eliminates some confusion that the player might have. You don't want to confuse your player. So I never understood the idea of putting question marks over these things. And yeah. So let's not craft any of these things yet because I want all the stuff we bought. I sort of want to use to finish the quests that we've already undertook. And let's see if he's offering any quests. He's not, so that's all of our options. Once again, put little teleports right here too. Okay, this guy wanted earth crystals. Hey dude, we got him. You contributed to science, my friend. Now only if I hadn't lost all my investors, I wouldn't have to beg others to collect things for me. What? Oh, that was nothing. Just the musing of an old scientist. Here, take this for your troubles. We finished a quest. Awesome music plays. We obtained a quest token and 500 gil, and we only spent, what was it, like, first 24 times 6. What is that, 142? I don't know. I can't math. So we made a profit there, very easy. The guy could have just walked to the shop and bought those himself. Instead, he's wandering in the corner. Maybe he's senile or has dementia or something. And there's nothing I can really say about that. Sid's workshop is amazing. So many gadgets and odds and ends. I could spend days in there and still not see it all. It's locked. Sid's workshop. Sometimes, wait, what? Sometimes the lifts here glitch. Is that like a fourth wall thing? Oh no, that's part of the game because sometimes that happens. You know, especially like on some of the private servers, they're really jank. The Mines District smells. I wonder if the chocobos or the... Never mind. I just made a few special potions from the Alchemist Guild in the Mines District. You never know when you're gonna need to pick me up when you're out adventuring. Auto run event. In Bastok Markets, deep breath. Uh-oh, we're gonna get the cutscene from the, what is it? The last expansion or the last add-on. Smell that fresh Bastokan air. I think it's kind of smells like coal. Yes, the air quality here seems questionable at best. You guys just wouldn't understand. The air of Bastok is how you know you're home. You Bastokans are all weird. Something is amiss. The Quadav are creeping closer and closer to Bastok. Treasure! You obtained Vitality Sphere ×2. Now that we've got some of those, let's take a look at our menu. Vitality, you're gonna want your tank probably to have the most vitality. We can customize. Let's customize. I would probably say our armor. Heavy armor mod, nothing. Okay, we can't do that. What about this? Heavy armor mod, no. Shield mod, no. What about our weapon? Bladed weapon mod. Well, what kind of item did we get? A sphere used in crafting to augment vitality. So this isn't the actual item to socket into your, to augment your weapons. This is just a material that was going to be used to create that item. I understand. Another quest from Morgan. My stupid brother never wanted to be a miner like everyone else in our family, so the fool went deep into the mines one day to train, and he never returned. I'm sure he's dead, but our mother still has hope that he's out there adventuring and such. If you could bring back some proof, we'll see what we can do. Along came a spider. What does this guy have to say? I can feel it in the air, Sonny. Conflict is coming. It feels just like the days during the Crystal War. Oh, this man is Notre Dame over there. Something is amiss. The quad are creeping closer. Oh, we already said that. So I guess everybody in the town are suspecting something about to happen. Well, why can't we activate it? I mean, it would only make sense that, like in the game, in Final Fantasy XI, you go to them, you activate them, then you can teleport to them. And I don't see why you would not allow players to just quickly traverse through the town. Maybe you just haven't added it yet and it'll be added. I definitely recommend finishing up all those teleport crystals. Galkin sausage on sale. Buy 2, get 1 free. Well, can I buy it? Sis Kebab, 5 gil. Well, let me buy it. You might want to open up a shop just for those specialty items. Let me at him. Those beastmen wouldn't stand a chance if I was fighting. Well, why don't you join the Mithril Musketeers or the... I always enjoy browsing the auction house in Juno just looking for a sweet deal. Well, it's not currently working, so... Welcome to my pride, the Goldsmith Guild. Alright, goldsmithing. The Goldsmith Guild, where you use rare stones to make useful and precious items such as earrings, rings, and necklaces. Nice. What are you selling? This is the same shop as... Oh, but we have basics of goldsmithing. Goldsmithing is rather expensive in Final Fantasy XI, but it's one of the most profitable crafts that you can take on. So let's just go ahead and get the level 1, volume 1, and then we can buy stuff like that. We already got a mining pick, so let's just continue on. Wait, he might have some quests. Maybe not, because the blacksmith didn't, but never know. Nope, no quests. I always enjoy browsing the... Okay, sure you do. The non-existent auction house. Carmelite's jewelry. It's kind of weird having 2 doors like that. Maybe put 1 door on the left side, 1 door on the right side. We've got some great accessories here. Okay. Nice. This is cool. Vitality, not a bad idea, but 500? Like I said, jewelry is expensive. Goldsmithing is... Wait, we went in here, and then we came out on the other door. Check your transfer events right here. What about this one? Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah, I would just eliminate. Well, it kind of looks cool. I don't know, it's up to you. You obtained Health Sphere ×2. Imported rice dumplings, get them while they're hot. Well, give me one, I'll take some. But you don't sell them. That's a shame. Mute girl. Well, did you expect her to say anything? Just thinking about spiders makes my bones shake. You haven't seen any around here, have you? If you do, you have to squash them for me. I just can't bear to think those creatures exist. Spiders are cool, man. They eat mosquitoes, and mosquitoes suck. Literally. Consider those spiders smashed. I'm afraid of spiders. Well, I'm not afraid of spiders, but I guess let's just take the quest to exterminate overly sized, dangerous spiders. Thank you so much. They give me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about those 8-legged freaks. Harsh, bro, harsh. My cousin's a spider. The Mines District is where most of the Galka hang out. I think in the lore for Final Fantasy XI, there was like Bastok was supposed to be, or I don't know about supposed to, but I think, in my opinion, it was like how America, you know, in the 1900s and the 1800s, I think it was based a lot on culture from different countries. Do we have any upgrades? No, these are pretty much all basic stuff, which is cool. Just gives you options if you want to switch weapons and stuff. I have a feeling it's going to be the same items we've already seen, but I want to check anyway. I was wrong. There are actually different stuff here. Bronze harness is an upgrade. Okay, the tank. You know what would be cool? If in the shop, hopefully Ganfly will add this eventually. Like add the class of the character at the bottom or in this menu somewhere or above it or slash, you know, somewhere. Add the class of the player, not only the name and the stats, but the class. That would be a cool addition in the shop menu. I don't know. What do you guys think? So you can see who your warrior is until you've memorized all of the stuff. Now I know Aodin is the warrior, but it would be cool to see like warrior right here or somewhere up here. So we do have some potential for upgrades. Light armor. That's going to be a decent upgrade. Bandana. It's cool to see some of the same names like Miss Silk Cape. Let's go ahead and get a bronze harness and see who can equip that. I mean, I know there are others who can. Optimize. He's already wearing the bronze. White Mage, Thief, Optimize. So we're going to have to get some gear since we switched the job on Lazuli. So let's just take a look at what else we can get to fix up Lazuli's equipment scene. Let's go ahead and add this, Thief's Hood. And let's get some leather gloves, some leather boots. Chainmail, maybe the warrior. Yeah, that's an upgrade for the warrior, but I don't want to spend my last 400 on that at the moment. I think we're good. The white mage can get an upgrade here. That might be worth it. Running a little low on Gil at the moment. Seer's hat. If we had black mage, I would definitely get that. We don't have black mage yet. Hopefully that's coming soon, or it's unlockable in the demo. Let's go ahead and get that. Yeah, we'll stick around. We'll stay with 200. Let's optimize. Didn't we buy some gloves? We did. Okay, I found a little bug. Inside your equipment core, Yanfly's equipment core, which I think is what you're using. Go into the parameters and look for auto optimize and just put in the number that you have in the types of your database. So you go to database types and you figure out which one is arms, the number. Then you go into the parameters of the equip core, and when it says auto optimize, or you're gonna need to add a number or remove the number of that type depending on what the parameter you're changing is, so that it'll automatically equip arms as well as the other things. Because if we remove this and we optimize, you can see it's not optimizing the arms, and it's probably like that for others things as well. So you want to check to make sure that everything that should be optimized is optimizable. Now I can understand if you don't auto optimize necklace, rings, or earrings, but you probably want to auto optimize the other set of stuff. Let's get that epic loots. You obtained a couple of mine spheres. There's so many shops in the market. I wish I had more gil to spend. Yeah, I could get a few more upgrades too. Now, please don't say that this area is off limits and let me continue on further. I really want to... Oh, no. No. I want to kill this slime that you sent me out to kill. Right. Can I go? No, not that way. Maybe there's another exit. Now, this is the market, so that would be to South Gustaberg, right? So maybe... Oh, there's a quest. Or no, we've already accepted that quest. Maybe we can exit to North Gustaberg. South Gustaberg? Alright, cool. So, Bastok Mines. And from Bastok Mines, it's also... 10 copper and zinc ores are the most common metals that come out of the mines. Bastok is the biggest producer of products consisting of those metals. Of course, I would get stuck patrolling Bastok Mines. I can't stand it down here. Here's the Zerun Mines. We need more guards in this district. The Quad have been getting closer and closer to the borders down here. But of course, the president has little mercy for the lower class. Right. let's just hop on into the Zerun Mines. I have a feeling this is where we're supposed to be going instead of Gustaberg. Probably supposed to go into the mines first. Kupu, there's a Moogle here. Welcome to the Zerun Mines. I'm Monty, and I'm going to tell you about some stuff. These mines are crawling with funny creatures, Kupu. Some are big, some are small, but for each one you defeat, you'll be rewarded with job points. These job points allow you to learn new and powerful skills from your skill menu. Be sure to also look into the skill menu to equip new skills that you learn, Kupu. Some of these baddies may require a certain strategy to deal with properly, particularly the bigger ones. One last thing, be sure to check your skills menu often, as new skills may become available when you level up. Be safe, Kupo. I'm here if you need me. Thank you, Mog, for reiterating stuff I already know, but not everybody will know about this stuff, so it's not a bad idea. You've got some more potions and ethers, just a little safety package. Oh, we can mine that because we got the pickaxe, huh? No luck. Does that... I wonder if there's a chance to break the pickaxe. Oh, we got some zinc ore. Yeah, baby. Your mining skills increased by 1. All right. Is this copper? Is that... Oh, no. Okay. What about this? Yeah, we're gonna mine the heck out of that. Got a ruby. No luck. Got some tin. Your mining skill is increased. Crystals not activated. Really get into activating those crystals. It would be much easier just to teleport around. What if I wanted to go back to the Crafters Guild? It'd be cool if I could just boom, boom, and come back. Purchase items from the Mog. Well, I might do that. I don't think we need to right now, though. Unless we see that something inflicts poison or paralyze, I think we'll be good. I do want to do a quick save because we've done quite a few things, and I'm not ready to end this yet. I want to keep playing this, so I would hate to have to retrace all those steps. This guy down here. Some of these smaller stones can be excavated using mining pick. Do you have one? Yes. Happy digging. I want to see about the battle system. What do we got going on here? Please don't be first person. Yes, third person. Okay. Now, sometimes first person can be good. It just has to be executed right. Like, first person has to be done right. So the third person, I think you get away with more stuff in third person. All right. We're using what appears to be Yanfly's CTB system, indicated by the turn order here. Conditional turn battle system. Dario's got the fastest agility of everybody on the scene here, so he's going to go first. What skills do we have? We can still, it's affected by the luck, change rows, and perfect dodge, which we have to build up our another Yanfly plugin. One thing I do notice is, for some reason, you're not maximizing the resolution here. I feel like this could be extended. I don't know. Let's try to steal from this bat, a level 1 tunnel bat. We stole a bat fang. Nice. Oh, didn't mean to guard, actually, but that's okay. We got some TP for that. Benediction. We got Cure. Affected by Mind. Awesome. Let's attack. Oh, did I equip that silk cape? Just wondering. I like the colors for HP, MP, and TP. I like how you customize the gradient. You know, you select one color for the highest, one color for the lowest, and it creates a gradient. A lot of really, really great Yanfly scripts are being used in this game. Oh, I know what it is. We forgot to equip our monk with some skills, because we changed this from warrior to monk. So, we need to do that after battle. Monk with the double attack. Nice. I feel like monk, even though they added smite to... we got some JP here. And we got some wind crystals and some gil. Nice. That's different from how they do it in Final Fantasy XI. You don't actually get gil from most things you kill. You more or less get items that you have to sell on the auction house. But I understand why you'd give gil since the auction house isn't quite working yet. Got some zinc ore. Let's keep chopping down this until we get our skill level up. And I'm also wondering if our pickaxe will break, because in 11 your pickaxe breaks quite often. You need to buy like stacks of them, which I thought it kind of breaks too often. I wish that it was a little more realistic, where like you're not gonna hit one rock if you have a decent pickaxe and it's gonna break. Now it's gonna break after enough use, right? But it feels like every time you mine something, it just destroys the pickaxe in Final Fantasy XI. Brass bangle. Okay, we got to do some things before we get into battle. We need to go to our monk skill and assign some skills and a TP mode. She's under warrior. Guarding, whatever else, Daredevil. Yeah, I think we'll stay with the Warrior TP mode. We don't have enough JP to actually learn anything else, but I want to assign some skills. So we're going to assign Dodge. We're going to assign 100 Fists and the Change Rose. Chakra. Okay. And also, I wanted to check White Mage if we actually optimize. Yeah, see, we upgraded the Pure Cotton Cloak to the Mist Silk Cape. Let's do a save our changes. Let's get into battle here. I thought I saw Yanfly's skill learning system being used. Oh, wow. Nice graphics, nice art on this. This looks really nice. Let's just keep doing some stealing on all these. Got a spider egg. You never know if we'll get something super epic. Increase your physical evasion. We could switch the TP mode to the one that gets more TP for dodging attacks, but still unlikely that out of all the things that the monster can attack, if all the aggro rates are equal, then there's only a 25% chance that you even get targeted. So I think keeping where it's at right now would make the most sense, especially since our warrior has provoke, and if we're using Yanfly's what is it called, taunt plugin. I'm kind of curious to see if you've already stolen from a creature, can you steal again? Normally I would switch to that, but I want to see if we can keep getting items. Couldn't steal, but that didn't say has no items. And if you're familiar with any Final Fantasy game that has the stealing option, it'll give you two different messages. One that says you just failed to steal, and then one said it doesn't have any items. Or one would say, let's go ahead and check our healing potential of our White Mage on Dario. Decent. Yeah, that spider hits pretty hard. He's a level 2 tunnel spider. So let's see if we can get anything from the Earth Elemental. We got a rock. I don't know what that's worth, but we got it. All right, the level 2 is dispatched. Let's just smack. Got a critical. Yeah, Monk is awesome. I mean, they get outshined by blue mages and dual sword wielding classes in Final Fantasy XI nowadays, because the two-handed weapons in Final Fantasy XI are treated more like a, what is this blank thing right here? Maybe you're assigning an item that's not added in the database. Need to check to see if that's just a spacing thing. We got Earth Core, Bone Chip, lots of drops from this. Really, really nice. Okay. I want to see if we have an item that's a blank slot, or if that was just a spacing thing in the plugin. That's just a spacing thing in the plugin, yeah. So that wasn't anything. All right. Let's continue on. Can I mine that? No, it's just like stalagmite or stalactite. Can I mine this? Of course I can. Boom. Boom. Got some copper. What else does it got? Mining skill up by 1. I wonder if our mining skill affects what we get, or how the chance to fail or not. And we are fighting a level 2 Earth Elemental. Let's go ahead and get another rock. That's what we got. And then we'll just double smack this thing. And I think our warrior's ready is good enough. We don't need to spend any more MP at this time. Boom, but now we do. Now we do. Love the battle music too. I love all the music in this game. That just kind of goes into how good the music is in almost every Final Fantasy game. What is his name? Nobuo Uematsu. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but she's definitely one of my favorite composers of all time. Yeah, that's just a spacing thing. Be wary of the deeper part of these mines. I hear some strange fiends lurk there. Got a couple more ethers. While we're out of combat, let's just go ahead and have our white mage toss a cure. Oh, we got Dia. Nice. Oh no, we don't want to equip, we want to use. There we go. Yeah, just keep everybody tip-top. We did just get a bunch of potions and ethers, so we should be okay. And in this corner, we have a level 2 tunnel spider and a bat. Bam, bam. Let's get that critical. Let's try out Dia. Well, yeah, let's just throw. I want to see what an animation looks like, if there's any action sequences. So he's got a defense buff, because that's what Dia does. It lowers the defense of your target. And it also applies a little bit of damage, but it also does a damage over time, what I don't see happening. Oh, I found out a really cool way. Like, I've already had methods of making damage over time not based on percentages of the HP. My way was sloppy, and then I posted something on Yanfly's forum, and I had somebody, sorry I forgot your name, posted a quick way to handle it, and that was similar to the way I did it. But I said, I asked Yanfly for his method of how to handle damage over time without basing it on the HP of the enemy, the HP percentage of the enemy, so that you can have it based on status, or not status, but stats and parameters. And he submitted some code for a really, really cool way to do it. And it's a lot more optimal than the way that I've done it. And I think I'll do a tutorial on how to do that, just so you guys can get that code too. That way you can apply that to the Dia skill, so that it does a little bit of damage, but it's not like a percentage of their HP and become overpowered. Whoa, we got a level 4 tunnel spider here. So the enemy variance in your plugin parameters is probably +2, -2, but maybe it's higher than that. If it gets too high, you can basically wipe the party on basic monsters. This seems to be fine, especially since the warrior has provoke, and it shouldn't be too hard to dispatch these enemies, but you want to keep that in mind too. You don't want too much of a widespread variance, in my opinion, because you can make some fights that aren't supposed to be super hard actually really hard, just because the level scaling, which I'm a big fan of. Level scaling is kind of changed the way you would write the parameters in the database, right? So you could, like, instead of having to calculate, okay, this creature is going to be fought, and I expect that the player is going to be about this level, so they'll have probably this many stats by the time they get here, and it just becomes jumbled because you can never really fully predict what the player is going to do. So by using Yanfly's enemy levels plugin, you can scale the enemies to the level of the player, but then you also have to adjust those parameters so that they're sort of low. They would look low on paper, but because they're scaled up, which you could also adjust in the parameters of the level plugin as well. So really cool plugin. Check that one out, and you might want to add that to your game if you don't use it already, because it'll help when you're designing your enemies. So if you want it to be something simple, you'd have like most of their stats under 10, you know, like 8 attack, you know, 7 magic attack, and like 7 defense or something like that. And then as they scale up, they're going to have a lot more than 8 and 7, but that'll also make it a little more balanced without having to, you know, make a gigantic spreadsheet for every enemy. And I think it just saves a ton of time. Also, Flying Dreams got an experience calculator that you can use on yanfly.mo, and that's if you want to make more of a advanced, customized level scheme or schema, then you can check that that spreadsheet thing out. Let's go ahead and Dia the level 3 one, because we need to drop its defense a little bit so we can dispatch it. Dia seems to do a lot of damage, but that's probably compensating for the fact that it doesn't have a damage over time effect, but it is still adding a defense down debuff. Did we just get knocked back a row? I think we just got knocked back a row. That's pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and change row forward to make up for that. Boom. All right, let's try to steal from this level 3. We got Wormskin, nice. We're probably gonna wanna toss a cure on Aodin. Got that critical to finish off the level 3, and I'm sure that the Dia made that critical do even more damage because we dropped its defense further. Yeah, this is an awesome fan game. Mithrandir, mwah, awesome dude. Great work, mwah. Love it. Obviously, you know, like I pointed out things that, you know, I would change and things that you might want to consider changing. And there's probably a lot that's not even in this demo yet, but I want you to follow up with me. Keep sending me more newer versions. Maybe not every update, right? But like when you get another chunk of the game done, send me that version too, because I'm gonna cut this video off pretty soon because I usually keep my first impressions around an hour. I do want to get to this boss though and have some sort of conclusion. We got a new skill to hide. What does that do? Oh, it probably just reduces aggro rate. Keep harvesting these items. We're gonna eventually have a lot of extra cash because what we're doing mainly with a thief is just yanking items, and that will help us to craft further, to craft more stuff. Well, I want to grind up a little bit just so that when we get to the boss, we'll be a little prepared for it and have some more skills. Maybe we'll get something, a new skill for the warrior that'll do some extra damage or something. Skill. I kind of feel like all this TP is going to waste. How do we get a weapon skill? I mean, you probably have to spend JP to learn that. So after this fight, let's check out the skill learning menu and see if we can learn some weapon skills, because we've got a lot of TP that we're going to want for this boss fight when we get to it. Love the monk, man. In Final Fantasy V, I would start, as soon as I unlock the crystal for monk job, I would put all four of my party members as monk and just power through a lot of the game as monk, because they just had such potential to wreck everything, and you didn't have to grind as much because you didn't have to buy them weapons, and their fists did more damage than if you equipped weapons a lot of the time. Uh-oh. So I see something here. This might be where we're supposed to go to fight the boss, and I hope it is. But just in case, let's do a quick optimize. See, it would, if you change that in the parameters of the equip core, it would auto-optimize that, and it might make a difference later on when the players think that they've got the best gear equipped, but it didn't optimize a certain thing. So let's just go ahead and check arms here. Brass bangles. See, we've been missing out on some stats because we got that earlier. Arms. Because see, otherwise you have to do sort of this thing, you know, and seems a little redundant having to do that, especially if you have a lot of party members. Obviously don't have any jewelry, so that's cool. We don't have to mess with that, but what's it gonna do? Oh yeah, skill learning system. Let's try to learn some weapon skills. Combo. Yes, combo is a good weapon skill. And we've got plenty of JP. We only need 150 JP, but it also costs money. I would increase the cost of JP that's required, but get rid of the gil cost. I don't know, just what I would do. Maybe not reduce the cost for all of them, but like for basic weapon skills, I don't know. I feel like that should just cost a decent amount of JP. Thief, we're gonna learn all of their basic weapon skills, so we have something to do with the TP that otherwise just accumulates and we have no way to actually use it. So let's do that. TP mode. We got an Avenger. Whenever an ally is killed, comrade. Whenever allies take damage, she would get TP. That would make sense actually. Yeah. Oh, but we want to learn something. Now, probably won't be using the white mage to do... oh, black mage is a thing. Black mage is a thing. But I don't see any spells, and we weren't able to switch into black mage. So well, there's one weapon skill there, which is the same as white mage. So probably you're still working on black mage, so I get it, I understand. You haven't got the spells set up for it. I would like to see black mage soon, because... that's always a fun class, you know, the casters. Blue mage is my all-time favorite, but black mage is fun too. Let's go ahead and we'll just get that anyway, even though it costs gil. Red mage is here, but it's probably not done yet. I would like to use swords over staffs, but having one person dedicated as a healer, sort of a thing to do. So I'm okay with having her as a white mage. Learn skills. So we've got Fast Blade and Raging Axe. I have a question though. If okay, it says requires sword, so it probably won't be able to use Fast Blade with an axe, which is what I think how it should be. So let's get Raging Axe. Since we have an axe and we don't have a sword, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm very, very curious to see if we can do skill change. So this open skill chain for liquefaction, I wanna look at the other ones real quick. Let's go into skills for the White Mage and look at the Shell Crusher real quick. Open skill chain for reverberation, for the Thief. What is Waft's open skill chain for compression? But do any of these close skill chains, and have you set up that system yet? This would do, yeah, impaction and even liquefaction, I bet. I wonder if we do Fast Blade to combo, will it skill chain? I really hope so. And when we get into the boss, I'm gonna try that. Let's do a save since we've done some menu manipulation that I don't wanna have to do again. And I see some shiny stuff over here. Okay, and then we got some sparkles. Is this the boss? Here you're able to challenge a notorious monster with a proper offering. Oh, we have to do an offering. I think we have those recommended level 8. Arachne, Big Mouth, Silica, Big Mouth Billy. It recommends level 8. We're not there yet, but we need to end this video anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably wipe. Let's just prepare as much as we can. Let's take on a near impossible challenge, because if something's over 5 levels over you in Final Fantasy 11, you're probably gonna die. Most often, you're gonna die. Well, we do have a party, and that's considering 1 person, so maybe we'll be able to do it. Let's go ahead and use one of these ethers on our White Mage. Actually, 2 of them, because we're gonna have her. We want her to be ready to throw out some spells in combat. Pretty sure we're gonna sustain some damage. We need to be at a good potential. That should be good. Let's do a save, and then we're gonna take on a fight. I think we have the items needed to start it. I don't know if this is the actual boss that we're supposed to fight. Worm intestine. Yeah, we killed some worms, so we got that, and we're gonna fight this. Oh, Sandspan. It's gonna lower everyone's accuracy and do stone damage. Oh, Sandspan's usually an AoE, so maybe reduce the damage on that and make it an AoE, so it's more, you know, makes more sense if you're trying to follow Final Fantasy 11. Okay, I definitely want to steal just to see if we can get something cool. Could it steal? It's a level 10, so it's required level 8. So it's got a boost, but it probably has a variant, so it might be level 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got a really, really hard fight. Most likely we're gonna die here. Let's do combo, and then, oh, up, down, down. Oh, I didn't expect some random dude's plugin. Nice. So that's a plugin from some random dude. Shell Crusher. We're gonna have to spend our, you know what? We're gonna risk it a little bit, and do a Dia to drop his defense. We're gonna need that. He's already getting some buffs, so we need to put some debuffs on this thing and lower its defense to have any chance of winning. Okay, let's also debuff by lowering its strength, because I don't foresee us winning this fight, but if we do, then we're gonna go out on a high. Full force blow, that's gonna do a lot of damage. Knocks him into the back row, but he's got so much agility, he keeps going, gets another turn, throwing a gastric bomb, reducing strength, which would lower our physical damage. Don't need to do any of these things. Well, we actually have to go back forward so that we can hit in a melee range. So we're out of range. When you get knocked back, you have to run back into range to attack. This would apply a buff, I don't know for how long, and I probably want to just apply damage, as much damage as possible. I understand that you're kind of making it a little challenging by not showing the HP bar, but that's a pet peeve of mine. Even on bosses, I like to see how much HP they have, because it drives me crazy. Barstonra. This is definitely going to help us. We're going to Barstonra. When you're fighting a sandworm, you're going to need Barstonra, because a lot of their damage is based on the element of stone. I wish it was more than 5 turns, but we got a cooldown. Okay, 0.6 cooldown. It's interesting. Oh, it's probably because we're doing CTB and it's not turn-based, it's tick-based. So I understand that now. Raging Axe. We're gonna have to start applying some damage. Oh, more some random new plugins. Awesome, but now I know to expect that. So far, we've whipped those because I didn't expect that to happen at all. I didn't expect to see those, but now I'm expecting to see some plugins from some random dude, which are awesome plugins. Some of his combat plugins are some of the best. We have a chance to poison, and if poison is based on percentage based, we might do a ton of damage if we can land this poison. So I'm expecting to have to put in some combo. Boom. All right, let's land that poison, baby. Let's get it. Get it. We got him poisoned. So let's pay attention to how much damage the poison's doing. Because if it's based on percentages and he's got a lot of life, he's going to take a lot of damage from this poison. Which is kind of like a thing I don't like. I would like our skills to be more based on parameters, not so much as percentages. Is Dia still on? We still have 1 round of Dia, but I'm curious to see. Our HPs are okay because he's been splitting damage. I'm curious to see if Dia will go to 6 rounds or 5 rounds. And no. Oh, it went to 5. So it resets. So that's a parameter in, I think, the status menu. Not status menu. It's one of the Yanfly's plugins. It has to do with states. And that you can set 0, 1, or 2, or 3, and you can say, do you want those numbers to add up? If it inflicts a thing that lasts for 5 rounds, do you want, and he's got 1 round left, do you want it to go to 6? Do you want it to not affect it, or do you want to reset it to 5? It looks like it's been set to reset. Mighty Strikes is an ability from the warrior that lets him all hits do critical hits. So we're gonna do that one. Hopefully he's not in the back row because that's gonna waste a round. It looks like he got knocked back. But we do have 6 rounds. Gastric Bomb's going to lower attack power, but that's okay because that looks like it was on... Oh, no, that was on the Monk, so that's not good. Let's go ahead and just keep slashing, doing damage. You see that 197? That was poison damage. So poison damage is probably based on percentages. So let's do a combo. Okay, now I know to expect something from you. Up, down, left, right. We got it, baby. Let's do some damage with this combo. Boom, boom, boom. Well, I was hoping for more, but whatever. Trimmer. Looks cool. Ooh. Good thing we still had 1 round of Barstonra, because I'm sure that was set as earth damage, and that would have done a ton of damage. Can we target all? Can we target all with Cure? No. Okay, it's been specified. Even though we're using Yanfly's target core that gives that little blue crystal and lets us select like that, we're still kind of limited to certain spells not targeting them all. So we're going to have to heal the healer because I don't want her to die, because then we're going to lose a lot of possibility of winning this fight, even though, like I said at the beginning, we're probably not going to win this fight. Unfortunately, we were in the back row when we Mighty Strikes. Didn't notice that until after the fact. So let's change row forward. We lost a round on our possible critical hits that could have saved us the fight. Oh well, we're going to move back into front row. Sandspin is going to select 1. I can see why you didn't set Sandspin as an AoE now, because you've already given him Trimmer, which does a ton of damage, so Sandspin might have made it too hard. So out of balancing, I could see why you'd set that as a single target. I would still reduce the damage on it and make it an AoE, just to be more true to Final Fantasy XI. Okay, it's looking like a bad position. Instead of trying to steal this round, let's go ahead and use a potion and see how strong those are. Okay, I wish there was more, but that's okay. Okay, so combo did do quite a bit of damage because, man, that knocking into the back row thing is really playing a role in this fight. Barstonra has wore off. If we get hit with trimmers again, we're gonna be devastated. So let's keep Barstonra up. We gotta refresh that. And Power Break, his strength wore off. Full Force Blow is gonna do a lot of damage. We're gonna keep him debuffed as much as we can. It still does damage, so it's a good skill to use. And that was probably with critical hit, so that's probably why it did so much. We need to go back into the front row because we got hit with Full Force Blow, putting us in the back row. Change row forward. That's eating up some extra rounds, you know, by having to switch. Uh-oh. Good thing we did Barstonra. We might lose Lazuli here. Nope, we did just, we got away with that. 100 Fist, increase the number of physical attacks to 5. We're gonna spend our ability on 100 Fist this time so that we can have this monk just waylaying. Bam, 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 bam. What 100 Fist does in Final Fantasy XI is it reduces the delay to 0. Ooh, that's our 100 Fister. We need to throw some healing on Lazuli here. So wait, which one is this? This is our thief. Yeah, you're gonna throw potions. You got a lot of agility. You have extra turns, so it makes sense that you're throwing potions. We just spent our party turn point on our monk. We need to keep our monk alive because that right now is the biggest source of damage. We do have Mighty Strike still active, so the warrior could be doing a lot of damage too. What we're gonna do is attack and get 5 attacks. Boom, 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 boom. But whoa, what's up with all the accuracy problems? In Final Fantasy XI, that's actually accurate, no pun intended, to Final Fantasy XI, because Final Fantasy XI has huge accuracy issues. Let's do Raging Axe with Mighty Strikes, and we got a good, I was expecting it that time, so boom, boom, lots of damage, lots of damage. So we not only did we use a weapon skill, but we were doing it under the effects of Mighty Strikes, which is sort of how it works in game 2. It will transfer your critical hits into the weapon skill. We're really pushing the limits of what these characters can do. So let's keep our thief alive. He's the one who's throwing potions around. I don't care if we use all our potions. We're fighting a level 10 at level 3. This is something that you don't usually do. That would be considered impossible to, or no, yeah, this is a notorious monster, so this is considered impossible to gauge. Even if it wasn't impossible to gauge, I want to cast Dia, but I think we need to cure instead. If we get hit with the tremors, especially with Barstoner about to wear off, could spell bad news for the party. So let's go ahead and attack Big Mouth Billy. We got those Mighty Strikes still going. Keep the damage on. Because of the monk's accuracy problem in this fight, I think our biggest damage dealer is our warrior, with every hit being a critical hit under the effects of Mighty Strikes. This is a good fight. I want to keep poison on. I know we need to throw poison. Oh, that wasn't that great. I should have got a little hasty with that, but we got a critical hit and we landed the poison for that. Tremors is coming up. Barstoner wore off. This is bad news, guys. We're so close to death here. We can combo, but we still have the effects of. Actually, we need to apply the damage. I don't know how much life he's got. Probably a lot. That's why I would like to see an HP bar so I can plan my moves a little bit better. We need to cure. Yeah, let's just cure the lowest one, just in case a full force blow or something lands. Or even Tremors again would really cause some damage. Power Break, is he still under the effects of Power Break? No, so full force blow would do a lot of damage. We need to just keep him power broken. We got him! We beat a level 10 at level 3, pushed us a whole party up to level 4. We got a level up there. We got a good amount of JP. We got Worm Skin and 148 gil. Did we get anything special for that though? I don't know if we got anything special. That was a worm skin item special. I don't think it was. Let's take a look at that real quick. Worm skin. No, it wasn't a special item. Maybe like in Final Fantasy XI, you don't always get a drop from notorious monsters. There's a chance you get something good, but there's a chance that you get nothing. If you were playing from old school days, you remember camping Leaping Lizzie, trying to kill him over and over and over, taking hours of your time, hoping for those leaping boots, and most of the time you don't get them. I did get the drop one time, but I killed him probably a dozen times. So anyway, we're gonna do a last save, and then I'm gonna continue playing this game off camera a little bit. But that's gonna do it for this video. It's gonna take a little while to upload. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, favorite, share, subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. If you enjoy these first impressions, it looks like we're about to get into attack. It doesn't appear like the monsters are engaged by an area, but if you attack them, if you come towards them, they'll attack you, but they don't appear to chase the player. They're more of a random movement. I actually like how you handle the battles in here. Eliminating random encounters, really good job on that. Making it so when the player wants to get into a fight, he's gonna find a fight. You know, you run into it, you get into a fight. The sprites on the enemies, I really love them. I love how you handled, you're staying true to a lot of the things that happens in Final Fantasy XI. I like how you're handling the 2-hour abilities, or the 1-hour abilities, which is you're using Yanfly's plugins in the appropriate ways. Very small little things I noticed about looking back. You know, use Yanfly's region restrictions plugin and or edit the tile set in the database so that the zeros become X's, because there was some places where you could walk up on the walls. Also allow more transfer events so that when you walk down, you don't have to walk on that one tile that transfers you. If you walk down out of a house, there could be 3 different, you know, it's simple as copy paste that transfer event. Outside of the, I think it was the gym crafters area, you got like 2 doors that looked a little funny. Maybe change the door in the building. I mean, it kind of looked cool, but I don't know, little thing that actually wasn't even probably not worth mentioning. But combat, everything was pretty solid. The theme of the game, obviously, I love the theme of this game. This game may not be for everybody, but if you enjoy Final Fantasy games, if you enjoy Final Fantasy fan games, if you ever played and or enjoyed Final Fantasy XI Online, I highly recommend you beg Mithrandir for a copy of this demo and stay up to date on what he's doing, because this is a very, very awesome project, and I'm excited to see what happens with it, and I definitely want to get the final version when it's out. So Mithrandir, love it, man. I don't really do scores because it's beta, you know, it doesn't make sense to do a score, but it's really, really good. Thank you so much for giving me this. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next First Impressions video. Also, before I let you go, check out driftwoodgaming.com. Want to keep plugging away because this is a good place where people can meet other people to get involved in, like, work as a group on things that they're similarly interested in. If you're good at sound design for games or audio, or you're good at a specific thing, but you need somebody to do custom plugins, or you need somebody, you can go there and meet up with people and work together as a team, two or three people working on a project. I've got videos on how you can collab with people and how you can assign tasks and everybody can work together. It's a good place, and it's specifically designed for that. It's not for just a social thing. It's for people who are game devs or trying to become a game dev. Fake it till you make it. Get in there, introduce yourself, become a game dev, follow your dreams. You guys are awesome. We'll see you in the next one.